Hey people, this is Talem Splash, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. In the last parts, we had a ton of cutscenes, and it was actually pretty cool. We had a lot of story developments that were really interesting, in my opinion, anyway. I think the story is really great, so I'm always going to praise it, except in a couple of spots. But apart from that, I'm always going to praise it. Anyway, I never touched the Bujerba crystal. Okay, so I guess we're going to Rabanastre first. I totally meant, I'm surprised I never touched the Bujerba save crystal. So I can't actually teleport to Bujerba because I never touched that crystal. And now the Damasco Wester Sand is going to be before that. That's annoying. Oh well. Anyway, so now that we're here, we're going to go ahead. You know, we might as well do this first. I was going to do the things in Bujerba first, but since we're already in Rabanastre at the South Gate, I guess it saves a little bit of time to go and do this first. So we're going to be going ahead and doing the Cluckatrio hunt that I accepted a couple episodes ago, I think. Because now we're finally at a really good level to do it. And if you notice, like, everything dies really quickly here. Like, we're gonna go ahead and kill that wolf up ahead, and it's just gonna be shreked. It is gonna be shreked. Look at this. Boom, just dead. It's like the same way as like when you're walking through the early areas of the Ester Sand after we get back from the Barheim Passage. Just everything dies so much quicker. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and accept the Cluckatrio hunt, and that's in the Nomad Village. The reason why I'm doing this now and not a little bit later is because later on it'll be kind of harder to, for reasons that you'll understand when we get to later parts of the story. Are you here about the bill I posted? It's high time someone came. I don't know what I'm going to do about this creature. Our cockatrices are terrified. They hardly eat, they won't go for walks, their nerves are shot. The poor dears are starting to fall ill from it. Will you get rid of this creature for me? Sure thing. Wonderful, I thought you'd say yes. Now let me tell you just what's going on. A vile creature called a Cluckatrio has made its nest in the land to the east. Recently its eggs hatched, and now it's viler than ever. What's worse, the Cluckatrio shies away when people approach. It's clever, this one. For our sake, and the sake of the Cluckatrices, kill the Cluckatrio and every one of its foul brood. Sounds good, Dania. Sounds good. Alright, so, the Cluckatrio hunt begins. All that stuff is great. I spied the Cluckatrio on the Giza's north bank. It's not much of a bank during the dry, but you'll find it to the southeast of the village. The Cluckatrio's nest must be near there, but I have no idea about how to go about drawing it out of hiding. Try as I might, I haven't yet come up with anything. Perhaps you should ask the children. They're often out on the plains. Maybe they can help. Slow down when you're reading that, Jacob. That's for sure. That's what I always tell myself. One thing I notice is when I'm reading anything, my brain reads way too fast for my mouth, and that's kind of why I tend to trip over my words sometimes. Is because I read too fast. I read way too fast. It's weird when I like try and read at the speed that I talk. Like, I read so much slower, and it's almost frustrating that I do that sometimes. Anyway, we never examined that last... we still have the objective here to touch this sunstone, because we never touched it. There we go. So now Alright, now that's gone away. I guess not, unless maybe it's talking about the hunt. Anyway, so we could have talked to the children, and they could have told us, but since I know, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you now. The way that you spawn the Cluckatrio is you kill everything in this area. This is the Giza's north bank, and once you've killed everything, you leave the area, and then you just come back in, and they will be there. So I'm just quickly going about slaying everything in here. That's slavin, slayed, more like a slayed. That didn't help. Okay, never mind. I'll just be quiet now. I can't actually be quiet. I'm recording. But I can do my best to be quiet for like a whole 10 seconds. I can't do it. I can't be quiet for that long. It's too awkward. I can't have an awkward silence for that long when it's not a cutscene. Anyway, we killed everything, so now we just dip out of here, and then we dip back in, and if I have killed everything correctly, then they should be here. Unless I missed something. Oh, no, they're here. Okay, so that's one of them. That's one of the kids. So, I think, Pinello, can you wear, oh, you don't have anything out. Okay, you gotta be out of here. I'm sorry, Pinello, you're not ready yet. I might prepare her off screen, but for the meantime, we have Ash, and she will serve just fine. So, let's, get started on attacking these things. I wish I had a black mage, or I have a time mage, so I could slow. I could, do slow and stuff. I just really wish I had a black mage. And we're not going to know Dispel for a while, so we can't get rid of the other things. But this is the perfect time to do this hunt, honestly. It's just challenging enough where it's still, you know, it's not easy, but it's still really fun. Okay, yeah, we might have to get our time mage out here. Because it's taking a while to kill. Yeah, if you notice, once they start getting red, they have like this enraged thing where they hit harder when they're almost dead, and they also take a lot less damage when they're almost dead too. Okay, Fran is petrified. I don't have any gold needles, do I? Crap. Okay. Oh, you know what? Let's try this. Let's try the Eroga mote. Oh wait, they absorb that. No. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, let's try the Rhyme Fang. How's that? They're immune to that too. Okay. Are you good with anything? Aeromote, Princess Kiss, Soil Fang. They're probably gonna take damage. No, they're just immune. Okay. Fran is gonna have to get out of here soon because she's gonna. I should have bought items to heal that petrify. I should have stocked up. I wasn't thinking. We can still do this though. I'm not too worried. Oh well, Ash is petrified now too. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's just. Okay, Fran's gone. We don't have any remedies, so let's just get Balthier out here. Balthier, you got your crossbow. Okay, you know what, Balthier, give them a slow. You better not be petrified. Can we disable them, actually? That might be way better. Disable is great. Awesome, it works. Cool. So, do it again. Do it again, my boy. Do it one more time. Yeah, we're gonna have to switch out to our other party really soon. But in the meantime, let's just deal as much damage as we can. Kill that Cluckatrice. You do not need to be around anymore. Come on, Ash. Do it, do it, do it. This is your first fight. Your first real hunt, Mark. You can't die. Oh my god, you're dealing such little damage. Vaughn, get over here, by the way, please. Alright, you're gone. Vaughn. Okay, actually, no. Yeah, there we go. It's dead. Vaughn's about to be gone himself. But you know what? We're doing really good, actually. Alright, Vaughn's gone too. Yeah, there's no way you can really heal that unless you have a gold needle, which I don't have because I'm stupid. And Pinello doesn't even have gambits or anything equipped, so I'm sorry, Ash. Just for now. Just for now. Oh, she can't even equip the rest, can she? Man, and she's out of LP. Actually, no, she's not. Okay. Let's go ahead and yeah, this is because I made a beeline for that weapon. Yep, that. Do that, and do that. And now we should be. Pinello should be good to at least wear some things now. Yeah. All right. Better. Much better. Yeah. Well, she can't. Oh no. Pinello knows Cure, so I'm not gonna use that on her. I think we good now. Let's just deal that damage. Now kill the Cluckatrice. Pinello's gambits are a little bit wonky right now, so I'm just going to be attacking as her. But, oh, we're dealing damage now again. Balthier, can you get that disable on one more time? That'd be great, because I know the Cluckatrice is the one that's dealing the petrify. There we go. Much better. And dead. Awesome. Yeah, we did that pretty early. But we did that with we did that with normal items at the perfect time. So I'm pretty happy with that. Anyway, now we ended up using our whole party too. Let's dip back into the village, and we'll turn in our hunt. And then we have 2 more to do in this episode, but the rest are both in the Lucy Mines, so we don't have to worry about going to several places. Oh, we're only 8 minutes in too, so we got time. We're doing great. Awesome. Yeah, I plan on getting 3 hunts done in this episode. Hi, Dania. You did it! You got rid of the Cluckatrice and its chicks. Here's your bounty as agreed. Thank you so much. I don't know why I'm giving her an accent. Technically, we're in Dalmasca. Dalmascans have American accents. I can finally walk the cockatrices again. You wouldn't know to look at them, but they scare very easily. Yeah, that's for sure. Okay, so that, rainbow egg, I don't remember what you sell it for, so I'm just gonna tuck it away. What I do is I have a pocket of loot where I tuck it above the teleport stone, and same thing. I put like the Gazelle greens on the top, and I put the teleport stone on the bottom, because I know once I hit the teleport stone to stop selling to stop selling my loot. So that way, anything I have in between there, I'll know never to sell. So yeah, that's what I like to do. Anyway, we're done with that, so I'm going to meet you at the Rabbinaster West Gate. I'll just cut there, and I'll see you in a sec. And we are here at the West Gate. So, since I can't actually teleport to Bjerba because I stupidly didn't touch the gate crystal, we're just gonna take the airship there. But we're not gonna take it the long way. We're just gonna quickly take the quick passage. So if instead of choosing leisure craft, choose private cabin, and it essentially just teleports you right there. So that's the other way you can get around Evil East if you don't have the teleport stones early on, which honestly they're really hard to get at this point. But yeah, let's go ahead and touch this now finally. So now we can teleport to Bujerba. I hate that the Wester Sand is before it though. That's very annoying. I'll have to deal with it. I haven't touched the Ester Sand crystal either, so that's gonna come after the. Oh man, my organization, it's not working right that way, but whatever. I guess we'll be fine. I don't want to say, oh, my OCD, because, I don't know, that kind of irks me when people who happen to be a little bit persnickety about, like, one thing say it's because, oh, my OCD about this one thing, because it's not really your OCD at all. I mean, unless you actually have OCD, then don't say it is. I don't know. That's one thing, it's a minor pet peeve, but if you do it, don't worry, I'm not mad at you or anything. Something I like to think about. Anyway, this is Pilica. You have spoken with Mont Blanc, Kupo. You will accept my request? You will hunt the rock toys, Kupo? Yes, I will. Oh, thank you, Kupo. I always knew it pays to have friends. I'm Pilica. Me and Mont Blanc have been friends for a long time. That's why I went to him. You see, it's kind of embarrassing, but I had this rock toys I was keeping as a pet, Kupo. But he ran away. I had given up on finding him. Then I started hearing the rumors about a giant Titan toy wreaking havoc in the mines, Kupo. And then I realized, it's him. It's my pet. I just know it. My little toys has slipped into the mines, and he absorbed the magicite energy, and he got all big and violent, Kupo. I'd go get him myself, but the mines are awfully big. I'd get lost, Kupo. I'd get a friend to help, but I'm so embarrassed. That's why I wrote Mont Blanc, and here you are. And my little rock toys, well, he's not little, but he's in the Site 2 of the Lusu mines. Go get him. Alright. Sounds like a plan. I guess we'll do that. The rock toys to hunt begins. Let's go do it. I want to stop and get some weapons for Pinello first, though, because, or at least an extra sword, just in the meantime, because, or for one of our knights, rather, because, whoever has the, what am I talking about? I just want to get an extra weapon for Pinello so she can wear something, too, so I don't have to keep switching between Ash and all that. So, can I actually not afford any of that? Okay. Ooh, these are actually new weapons. Okay. Oh, man, hot dog. Let's go ahead and, sell. We have an extra bow gun, so yeah, get rid of that. I can just sell loot, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Selling things like that. Just sell this first. I mean, it's not much, honestly, but it's something. It's something. And I guess we can sell, the extra rod we have. I don't know, I mean, let's sell this. Alright, so if the Mithril Blade was stronger, alright, the Longsword is weaker, so I'm going to sell the Longsword. That should give us just enough gil to buy one thing. And I am going to buy an Ancient Sword for Ash. So, Pinello, you can keep that sword you have. Ash has a new one now. And we're pretty much broke, but don't worry. We're going to get some more gil once we actually start making our journey to King Wraithwell's tomb. But we still got two more hunts to do. 2 more hunts, and we're only 15 minutes in. Don't run into the wall. Don't run into the wall, Vaughn. Yeah, we haven't even explored fully the Bujerba. We have that one area up there. It's hard to point. I can't really point to where it is. Actually, yeah, I'll just show you really quick. This area up here, we've never been to, so I guess I'll go into it really fast. It's called the Kus Skygrounds. Or, I'm sorry, the Calf Terrace, rather. And it's just a nice little tourist area. Got Parjanas here. Yeah, you got, you know, Mughals and stuff chilling. We'll be here eventually for like a hunt or two. But in the meantime, it's just a nice little area. I love areas like this. Like, you know, Bujerba kind of reminds me of Luca. It kind of is it kind of is the Luca of Final Fantasy XII as well, because you get to Luca in relatively the same amount of time in Final Fantasy X. You know, it's the second major city. I wouldn't count Kilika as like a full-on city. It's more like just, you know, the next area. Okay, so we want to talk to Icom. He's right over here. Hello, Icom. Ka? You have looked at the board? You have seen my bill. And you have come to kill the Nidhogg. Yes, I have. Ha! What great fortune. Please listen. There have been many Raksas, what you call fiends in Lusu, held at bay by a paling. But the paling has fallen. No, it seems rather that some Murka has broken it. And now something most terrible has come out. Yes, a Nidhogg. Previously sleeping deep within the mines have come to the surface. It is beyond even us Paravir to guards to defeat it. Please, Batra, defeat this Nidhogg. Find it where the shaft split in two ahead. Our prayers go with you. Alright. Yeah, I've noticed the Bujirbans tend to be a little bit more, I guess, or like a little bit more religion oriented. I don't know if that's like I don't know why. I think they tend. I just noticed they tend to mention the light of the Kiltius a lot more than any other city, or they tend to mention prayers a lot more too. Which I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, there is a major religion in Evil East. It's called the Light of the Kiltius, like I was saying, and they're pretty big in Evil East, and most people believe in it. And I'm quite certain that most of our party probably are casual followers of the Light of Kiltius as well. Especially like Ash is a definite follower, and so is Bosch. Anyone who's royalty would definitely follow them because they the light sort of determines whether you're king or not. Actually, that's what Marcus Andor was mentioning in the last episode. Like he said, the Grand Kiltius on Baromi Sace cannot and will not recognize your Majesty as Dalmasca's rightful heir, and it's true. So a lot of things hinge on religion in this game. It's just we haven't really gotten to it yet. It's not as heavy of a focus as it is in, say, Final Fantasy X or Tactics. Actually, the Church of Glabados in Final Fantasy Tactics is, I think, a branch off of the Light of Kiltius, because it takes place way later, so that would explain why. But I'm going to speed up here, because this is just trash. So I think that's the reason why, like, for example, like, in this game, you witness people, or at least when you go to the church later on in the game, it's not a church, but it's the equivalent of a church later on, you see a statue of Ultima in the background, which is the goddess Ultima, and in Final Fantasy Tactics, they worship Saint Ajora, so I'm wondering if that is actually Saint Ajora, or they think it's called Saint Ajora right now, because they have the same appearance, because Ultima is, like, in, I mean, I guess it's like a, I don't want to, like, delve into Final Fantasy Tactics spoilers, but, like, without context, it's really hard to know, but Saint Ajora and Ultima are definitely entwined in terms of story, so anyway, well, I came here to touch this gate switchboard. What this does is this opens up this gate that we previously did not have available to us. Penelo, by the way, I'm sorry for bringing you back into the Lucio Mines right after we freed you from this place, but we gotta do it sometimes. I am surprised Bosch did not trigger that trap, because there actually is a trap right there. Here, Bosch is gonna Libra. See, it's right there. So don't touch that. That's that trap that Bongo was talking about in the last episode. Well, not just that trap, but all, like, any and all traps. That's what happens. So anyway, we're gonna continue on here, and you know, I like doing hunts and killing everything along the way, because you're kind of like leveling with the purpose. It's like we're not grinding, we're going to do hunts, and those hunts are gonna lead to more hunts. But we just happen to be killing everything along the way and getting experience, and it's great. Honestly, Penelo does not need it. Bosch does not need it. I'm gonna get Fran in here. Fran is the one who needs the experience, because she's falling kind of behind. She's level 17. Honestly, Fran's just doing just fine, but still. Anyway, oh, here's Nidhogg. So, yeah, we're right up where the fork splits in two. Fran, go ahead and give Penelo a cure. I'll heal myself as well. You know, I wish it was, like, International Zodiac Job System has AoE here. For some reason, they made it go back to single target, which is kind of upsetting. Well, not upsetting, it's just annoying that I have to, like, cast it individually now. And I'm gonna cast Protect, just because, we are a little bit early to do this, honestly. And bada boom, you last of all, Penelo. And I think we should be good to go now. Let's go in. And Balthier, I'll have you go ahead and slow Nidhogg as well, because that's gonna, like, we don't have access to blind, but boy, are we gonna use slow. And please land. You missed. Okay, we'll do it again. We'll do it again. While they deal their damage. Okay, he's got slow on him at least, and that bat just entered the fray. That's fine. Now I'm gonna try disable. I don't know if he's immune to disable or not, but if he's not, I'm gonna try using it. Okay, I don't think he's immune to disable, so let's do that again. Disable is useful, because pretty much they can't do anything. It's just getting it to land is more annoying than anything. You know, if we had like a foe breaker, timing, I'm guessing like pairing a foe breaker with a time mage would actually be pretty nice. Because you get ranged and you're heavy hitting and they both wear heavy armor. So yeah, I think that's a pretty good combination there. You gonna land your disable there, Balthier? I mean, I know we're early on, but still. It's our only way of like mitigating damage right now. I don't think I got it. I'm gonna get Fran out, and I'm gonna get Ash in. And Ash, oh man, never mind, you're out. You don't have any armor. Actually, yeah, you don't have any armor. So, no, Vaughn, I want you in, because Penelo can heal herself. So I'm not too worried about that. Let's get another disable on that Nidhogg there. Yeah, I like doing things a little bit early. Oh, he's immune. Okay, I just realized that it says immune. All right, well that's fine. It's good to know. Yeah, he starts hitting like a truck right about now. Look at that. Balthier's dead. So let's go ahead and throw Phoenix down. Because we want people to be alive. We don't want to have to wait too long. And Penelo, go ahead and send a cure Balthier's way. Actually, send it Balthier's way first. Vaughn can dish out the damage while we're dealing with this. All right, you're just gonna heal yourself. All right, that works too. You're not a white mage, but at least you know cure. And I wish I knew blind, because man, that hurts. Okay, you're back. Like at least you're slowed. That's the one thing that's good about this. And you're dead. There we go. Not too bad at all. And Nidhogg vanquished. There we go. So we got one more hunt, and he's further on in the mines. So I'm just gonna have Penelo heal us all up a little bit. You know what? I can probably help. I got some high potions. I'll throw them. And Penelo, now you're out again, and Balthier, you're out too. I want Fran. Actually, no. Penelo can stay. As long as Fran's in here, that's all that matters. And we'll continue on with Penelo and Vaughn, I guess. Yeah, I guess that is our team. So now we move on. I need to take a sip of my tea. I've been talking a lot this episode. I guess it's not that I'm talking a lot. I'm talking at a normal pace, but the past couple episodes have been really story heavy, and this is our first one that basically has no story whatsoever, apart from like side quest story. So you know, it's kind of like, and I have to talk over that because I have to read the dialogue, so my throat gets a little bit more drained out. And it is 11:57 p.m. I gotta get to bed. I might be up a little bit later tonight because I want to read some. I want to read some Feast for Crows. I've been reading. I've been reading A Song of Ice and Fire lately, and I cannot heal that, Vaughn. I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to deal with that slow. Yeah, I've been reading A Song of Ice and Fire, and I mean I've been reading it for years now. I'm a very slow reader. Like I know I'm a fast reader when I read, but I'm slow at keeping my pace of like, you know, keeping consistent. Especially with A Song of Ice and Fire. Like I'll read a book and then I'll stop for a year and then I'll continue on and then I'll read half a book. But right now I'm currently in A Feast for Crows, and I'm just about done with it. Like I'm about to get to A Dance with Dragons, I'd say, within the next couple hundred pages. And you know, it's kind of weird for me because I have the books, but I also just read on my phone. Because I got the ebook for like, I got an ebook of all 5 books for like $10. Excuse me. And so, and the way that works is it's like a mega book of all 5 books, and it just carries on right into the next book once you finish. So apart from seeing the title, it's really hard to know like which book I'm in, because I kind of forget. It feels like one massive book, and that's what it is. And man, I love Ariane Martel, and I really wish she was in the show, but makes me mad that she's not in the show. Man, Ariane Martel is so cool. Ariane Martel is awesome. I want to talk, you know, maybe I should have like a series where I just talk about Game of Thrones, because I have so much to say about A Song of Ice and Fire and Game of Thrones, like the new season starting, but I also don't want to spoil people. So maybe if I had like so I couldn't do it in a Let's Play. Maybe if I had like some sort of a gameplay vlog of, I guess, Final Fantasy 14 I could do, but yeah, I don't know. Then people, like, it's hard to like think of a good game to lay over that kind of commentary of like just talking about a book series and TV show. Like, I'd have to have like its own thing for that, and I guess I could. I've thought about, like, you know, I could do like a thing where I talk about each Game of Thrones episode each week, because right now episode 2 just aired, so I guess I could do that. It'd be kind of weird for my channel because I haven't talked about it much before, but I think it'd be kind of fun. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'll save that for like book stuff. I don't know. We'll see. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, here is the turtle, the myth, the legend, good old Rock Choice, and he is going to be just as hard as Nidhogg, if not maybe slightly harder. So, oh man, you already got it. You already got it. Okay, so let's go ahead and slow this guy immediately. Oh, it missed. Okay. I could make a gambit for Balthier, but I'm honestly not going to do it. I can just land it myself, and maybe I can disable him too. That'd be really. Oh my God, Vaughn, you're dead. You know what? This is worthy of going into wait mode for. So we can just make sure that everyone lives here. I really wish I got the Carcata right now. It would make things a lot easier. Man, he takes some damage. Okay. Yeah, let's give you... I'm gonna give myself a high potion. Vaughn, you can take one too. And we'll just continue dealing damage. I'm really trying to not get the attention of those skeletons, and yep, they're there. I see them, I see that skeleton, and Balthier is slowed too. That's great. Okay. Man, I want offensive casting. Man, that's what I need right now. Can I use that dispel mode? No, he's only slowed. I wonder if I can use that arrow mode though. I don't think arrow will heal Rocktoys like it did for Cluckatrice. Actually, no, that deals decent damage, so I'll use it one more time. Also, Pinello, why don't you heal yourself, girl? And I'm gonna throw another one of those arrow motes, so I can at least deal a good solid 1,000 damage. There we go, 638, that's good. And if I have to, I will switch out Balthier for someone else, but man, skeleton, you're so annoying. Alright, good, you're healing me. That's what I want. Yeah. I'm fine with Vaughn attacking the turtle. Even though I'm slowed, I'm still doing just okay right now. And, oh, we got 2 bone fragments, so I guess we'll make some money today. I'm gonna go and get this one too. And we really gotta heal. We need Cura. I should have come after I had Cura, because we'll be getting Cura relatively soon. But, I guess this is more of a challenge this way, so... Honestly, this game is too easy for its own good sometimes, so I'm not gonna say no to challenge. Don't die, Balthier. Oh my god. Please, I don't even know why... Oh, you're dead. You're dead. You are dead. Okay, you're not. Never mind. We're doing okay, actually. I mean, he's gonna get nastier. Like, in the second half of the fight here, it's just gonna get worse and worse. But, if I have to, I can switch out... I can switch out and get Ash in. That actually might be a better plan. Let me, do this. Sorry about that, Pinello. I know, now she doesn't have anything, but I'm just waiting for her to get untargeted. And then, we can do that. And now, Ash has a lot of HP and an ancient sword, and that'll deal much more damage. So, we're a little bit better on damage right now. We just need to make sure that we keep on top of HP, because, oh, I think Ash can cast Cure. Okay, this is much better. Balthier, can you cast slow again, please? Thank you. I appreciate that, my sir, my good man. Oh man, your slow is so slow. I hope it lands. Crap, it didn't. Okay, let's just finish him. Actually, I don't think he's gonna get too much faster. Just keep on dealing that damage, Vaughn. I should have saved my motes for now. Actually, I got a dark mote. We'll use that too. We'll use our dark mote. Look at that. Okay, there we go. Anything else I can use? Warp motes won't work, so don't think about it. That's all we got, so yeah, I guess we'll just have to deal with that. Vaughn is slowed now, but Balthier is not, and he's dealing this damage. Boom! There we go, we killed him. Awesome. Rocktoys vanquished. So yeah, that was a full-on half-hour video so far, and we're not done yet. We got a little bit more to do. But what I will do to save time is I'm gonna go ahead and meet you out in the I'm gonna go back to ICOM, and we'll turn in the hunt right outside the Lucy Mines, so we don't have to watch me run back. All right, we are back, and here's ICOM. How you doing? You have defeated the Nidhogg. Ha! Most glorious of days. Now I hope they will reopen the mines. Here, a gift from the miners. And we get a rose corsage, a balaclava, and 600 gil. Take this too as a memento of the service you have done us. It is a Nidhogg molting. Very good powdered and eaten, very invigorating. And we get a great serpent skin, and that we do want to save. It helps later on in a quest that we will get to in about like 10 episodes or so, I'd say. Maybe a little less than that, actually. Anyway, the street vendor is right there, so what we're going to do is we're going to continue on and go over and talk to Pilica, because we also have to turn in that hunt. And then Pilica has a very, very minor side quest that Pilica's going to give us as well. You know, for the longest time, I thought Pilica was, actually, I think Pilica's a boy? Is I can't tell, what Pilica is. I'll have to see. Let me look at Pilica, because Pilica sounds like a girl's name, but I'm not sure. Actually, Pilica might be a girl. Yeah, alright, maybe not. It's really hard to tell. Thank you, Kupo. What a pal, Kupo. My pet has learned his lesson. Come home. Are you sure that's not just a new pet? Carbo, thank the young nice gentleman and but Kupo, yeah. My pet's name, Carbo. I know. It's not really good to keep a pet in secret. I'm really sorry for what happened. I'm gonna move someplace where we can both live in peace, Kupo. Here, accept this as a token of my thanks. And thank Mont Blanc for me too, Kupo. Well, thank you. You're gonna give me what? Alright, 1200 gold and survival vest, that's good. So, one more time, thank you for all your help with Carbo, Kupo. Actually, there was one other matter I thought you might be able to help with. Might I ask a favor? Sure thing. You will, Kupo. Thanks, Kupo. What I need is, I forgot my diary on the second floor of Cleo's Technics, and I want someone to go pick it up for me. I actually work at Cleo's Technics, but I play hooky sometimes. Well, a lot, Kupo. So, if I was to just show up, you understand. The second floor is only open to staff, so you'll want to wear this armband to get in. Thanks a bunch, Kupo. Yeah, so we're going to get his diary, and honestly, I have no idea what it says because I've never read it because I've always felt so bad for Pilica. I'm like, oh, I can't read your diary. I'm so bad about stuff like that in games. Like once I know that my reputation's on the line, I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe I'll be like, maybe I'll be good. Anyway, this whole shop is run by Moogles. And actually, if you talk to this one, he's like, that's one of our shop's armbands, Kupo. You're our first human staff member. Let me know if you need anything, Kupo. Alright, well, thank you. And here's Pilica's diary, right here. And it asks you, Pilica's diary is lying here. I'm going to abstain because I'm a good boy. And, yeah. So, if you know what it says and you've read it, tell me in the comments because I'm very curious. But what I could do is read it and then, like, reload my game and then say I didn't. But, I don't know, that feels like it's cheating. It's a weird thing with me, like, doing that. I don't know. It's really hard. Anyway, Pilica, I have your book. You got my diary for me? Oh, thank you so much, Kupo. You didn't read it, did you, Kupo? I've done nothing, I promise. Like, really, I didn't do anything. Kupo, I was wrong to have ever doubted you. I see that now, Kupo. Here, please accept this as a token of my gratitude. And you get a jade collar. Awesome. I wonder if it gives you something else if you do read it. I don't know. Anyway, jade collar is, it's an accessory that improves chance of avoiding attacks. So that's nice. We also got, we have a survival vest, which is really good defense right now, this early on. Fran, okay, you know what, let's, yeah, we'll give you this wool blade for now. And we'll give you the survival vest, and I guess you can get the mithril blade, Fran. Cool, so everyone has swords, even though they're not all knights. Just for now, though. And I think that is an episode. That's everything I wanted to do in this part. So in the next part, we'll actually continue on with the story. Actually, really quick before we end off, let's get those licenses. I'm excited to get more licenses. That's not license, that's gambits. Licenses. Ash. Can we get the carcata? The carcata? Not yet. Not yet, I don't think. Very close though. Yeah, we need 80 and we're at 54. So we will get there extremely soon. Penelo, it might take a little bit longer, but that's fine. So, because I had to go and spend her licenses here. Alright, so yeah, in the next part, we'll continue on with the story. I'll meet you back at that Wester Sand crystal that we started the episode in, actually. So that's where I'll meet you in the next episode. So I'll just do that off screen. Anyway, take care, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, alright, have a nice day, guys. Take care.